All right, let's just dive right in. If you're starting your career right now, I bet you've heard all the warnings, right? AI is coming for your job. But what if that's only half the story? Today, we're going to look at what's really happening with AI native work and explore the brand new jobs that aren't just surviving, but are actually being created by this new economy.
And this quote right here, this is the key to understanding everything we're about to talk about. The old playbook, it's just obsolete. See, the value isn't just in doing the work anymore. It's in designing the systems that get the work done. It's a huge shift from being a cog in the machine to literally becoming the architect of the machine itself.
So this is the big question, isn't it? It's the anxiety at the heart of this whole conversation. Is that first step, that first rung on the career ladder, just vanishing? Well, the short answer is no. But the longer and way more interesting answer is that it's being completely transformed.
To really get what's happening, we have to start by looking at the disruption head-on. We're in a period that the World Economic Forum is calling the Great Reshuffling. And yeah, it feels like a crisis, because all those old familiar career paths are basically being bulldozed.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This chart shows the whole picture. Yes, a staggering 85 million legacy roles are projected to be displaced by 2030. That's a huge number. But look at the other side of the chart. 97 million new roles are expected to be created. That's a net gain, people. The jobs aren't disappearing, they're just changing.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. Think about the old junior tasks. You know, the repetitive, kind of predictable stuff we all did to learn the ropes. Drafting emails, writing basic codes, summarizing meetings. All that is now being automated. The new junior tasks are all about managing that automation. You're not writing the first draft anymore. You're orchestrating an AI that writes 10 drafts, and your job is to pick, verify, and integrate the best one.
Okay, so here's the kicker. This creates a really fascinating problem. The missing rung. I mean, think about it. If AI does all the basic work, how do you get the practice you need to become a senior? If you're not debugging simple code, how do you ever learn to design a complex system? This is the real heart of the entry-level crisis.
So, if that's the problem, how is the market responding? Well, it's creating a whole new set of rules for work, and they're built around two really powerful new concepts, something called superagency and another called vibe coding.
First up, superagency. And this is a total game changer. I want you to think of yourself not just as an employee, but as a manager of a team of infinite free digital interns. Your value isn't measured by the hours you clock in anymore. It's measured by your ability to direct this fleet of AI agents to get incredibly complex things done. Seriously, one person now can have the output of an entire 2015 marketing agency.
And then there's vibe coding. This is just blowing the doors wide open for so many people. Instead of spending years learning rigid programming languages like Python, you can now just describe the intent, the vibe, of what you want to build in plain English. The AI handles all the complex code in the background. This means a history major or a business major with a great idea can now build real, functional tools without writing a single line of traditional code. It's amazing.
So what does all of this lead to? Well, it's leading to a wave of brand new AI native jobs. These are the roles that are popping up right now to fill that missing rung, turning this whole crisis into a massive opportunity.
And here they are, the first wave. And look, these are not some theoretical jobs for the year 2030. Companies are hiring for these roles today. You've got junior prompt engineers, who are basically the AI whisperers, AI operations assistants, who keep the systems running smoothly, no-code automation specialists, who build those automated workflows, AI content strategists, who manage all the AI-generated material, and finally, model QA and red teaming specialists. These are the folks who try to break the AI to find its flaws and biases. These are the new front doors to a career in tech.
Now, to make this super concrete, let's look at what a no-code specialist actually does. They build stuff like this, an automated workflow. This little system works 24/7. It finds a new article, scrapes the text, sends it to an AI to get summarized, and then routes that summary to the right place based on its content, all without a human lifting a finger. The specialist's job wasn't to do the work, but to architect the system that does the work. See the difference?
And you might be wondering, okay, but do these jobs actually pay well? Oh yeah, just look at these entry-level salaries. They're way higher than a lot of traditional junior roles. But here's the really mind-blowing part. This creates a massive global salary arbitrage opportunity. Think about it. Someone in Bangalore can architect automations for a client in San Francisco, delivering incredible value and earning a global tier salary. For this kind of work, geography is becoming totally irrelevant.
Okay, so you've seen the what. Now it's time for the how. How do you actually prepare for this new world and land one of these amazing jobs? This is your playbook.
Listen, the single most important thing here is to forget about endlessly collecting certifications. In this new world, your portfolio matters so much more than credentials. You need to build things. You want to be a no-code specialist? Go build that news aggregator we just talked about. Aiming to be a model QA person? Do a bias audit on an open source model and publish your findings. These projects, these are your proof of work, and they speak way, way louder than any certificate ever could.
So, the ideal profile, the person who's going to crush it in this new economy, is what we call a T-shaped worker. You need a broad understanding of the whole AI landscape. That's the top bar of the T. What are the major models? What do tools like Zapier do? What's the general direction of things? But then, you also need to go deep and become a real expert in one specific skill. That's the stem of the T. That general knowledge keeps you from getting blindsided, but it's that deep expertise that actually gets you hired.
So, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with a new job title for yourself. You're not just an entry-level worker anymore. You are a generalist architect.
And this, right here, is the single most important takeaway from all of this. Your job has been upgraded. You've been promoted from being the person who does the task to being the person who designs the system and manages the machines that do the task. That requires a total, fundamental mindset shift.
The barrier to building things, to creating things, to analyzing things, it's completely collapsed. The only real barrier left is your own initiative. The future belongs to the people who can see the whole system, who understand the tools, and who can weave them all together to create something new. The future belongs to the generalist architect. The future belongs to you.